What it do? P-Town crew. All right. So the UFC recently opened up this sweepstakes right here. Build your dream fight card for a chance to win. A chance to, I guess, become a matchmaker for a day. Visit the war room, see what's going on. And you probably already know what this is. You put together your dream card for a pay per view, probably. Make the biggest, coolest, most fun pay per view ever to impress the main man Dana, the boss man. And what I'm gonna do today is not that. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build my dream card, all right, but it's for me. Okay, I don't care about selling numbers, selling pay per views. Okay, I'm just gonna make the best fight card, my fight card for me and me only. Okay, I'm not just gonna slap on Conor McGregor, John Jones, Sean O'Malley, Colby Covington just to make a big best selling card. Okay, I'm just gonna get the fight card that I would be willing to, pay a lot of money to buy, happily. To wake up in the middle of the night or stay up all night if I was like an international fan, for example. I'm gonna make the dream card for me and only me. Maybe you won't agree with me for this fight card that I have prepared, but I just thought it'd be a fun thing to do, to kind of come up with a dream card, or at least as close as possible, because we're only working with active UFC fighters here, and for some reason, not all of them are in the database. But whatever, let's just get into it. Let's not waste any more time. Opening up the main card, okay? Open on the main card. We're gonna head to the featherweight division, men's featherweight. All right. We need like a banger. Okay, we need a great fight, probably a guaranteed banger, a matchup that people want to see and have wanted to see for a long time to get people excited, get people up on their feet. And for me, that fight's gonna start with in the red quarter, Calvin Kattar, one of my favorite UFC featherweights. He's gonna be fighting none other. Oh, 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 where is he? Edson Barbosa. Okay, I know you're looking at this matchup, okay, and you're probably thinking, man, why haven't we gotten this fight yet? I know you want this fight. Okay, this would be a freaking banger. Neither of these guys are getting any younger. UFC booked this fight. This fight very well could be a UFC fight night main event. But it would be, in a perfect dream world, in this scenario, it would be my honor if these two could open up my dream card. Just gonna be a striking war. Okay, Edson Barbosa not worrying about getting takedown at all. He can throw his spinning heel kicks. He can throw hit kicks, and Calvin Kattar can just move forward. Strike with his hard elbows, strike with his heavy hands. All right, this would be a striking banger, a war to start this fight. I'm very curious to see Calvin Kattar in a 3 rounder for, I guess, the first time in years. And yeah, I think this fight, oh my goodness, UFC booked this fight now. I need this fight, arguably more than a lot of these other fights on this card. I mean, but then again, I guess this is my dream card, so it's, tough competition. But I would absolutely love this fight. We need to make this, and it would be open on my main card. Okay, so next fight, we're gonna take it back. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not gonna try to sell that many pay-per-views, but I want to see some fighters I like. Can't include everybody because 5 fights is not enough to include every single fighter that I love. I mean, not many UFC fans that ever existed only like 10 fighters. But anyways, we're gonna go with Tetsuo Taira. You know what I mean? You guys know how much I like this guy, and how much I resonate with him, and he is gonna fight. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I initially wanted Muhammad Makayev. Okay, so as you can see, I've already tried it here, and for some reason, Muhammad Makayev was not in the database. Okay, I don't know why. Yes, he's injured, but Calvin Kattar is also injured too, and we haven't really heard from him, and he was on the database. So ideally, in a dream card matchup, it would be Tatsuya Taira versus Muhammad Makayev. You were probably thinking that the moment I put up Tatsuya Taira. Both flyweights, both young, both prospects, both great grapplers. They're probably going to meet eventually, and that would be my initial choice. But because Muhammad Akayev isn't here, I'm going to go with where is he? I know he's here. I was checking through it earlier. Uh, Alan Nascimento. Alan Nascimento. Yes, it's further down in the rankings again. I know. I think it's pretty likely that Tyra is going to get a ranked fight his next outing. But look, let's look here. Okay, Alan Nascimento dwarfs Tara in experience. Okay, Allen has just as much submission wins as Tara has professional wins total. Okay, and he's a great grappler. I think that Tatsuya needs to build a little bit. And in all honesty, I think with the experience that Allen has, this is going to be a big challenge for Tyra. a big one, that I could maybe even see him losing. Allen's pretty active on the feet as well as, a very proficient grappler. But you know what? I want to build up my boy Tyra here. I want him to, keep working on his tools, improve his striking. Also, even though his jujitsu is great and his control is great, you know what I mean? Let's add some wrestling into his jujitsu. You know what I mean? Like so that way he doesn't have to go for double legs and not get caught in a guillotine. Like 75% of the time. So like I said, this is not going to sell that much, but I just want to see an interesting fight from a prospect. And I think it'd be huge if he got a win. Very likely he's going to get a ranked opponent next. Yeah, like I said, if I had to pick, it would be Muhammad Bakayev, but because for some reason he's not in the database, can't add in the video. We're gonna move on. Let's see what is next. What is next? What is next? Okay, okay. We're gonna probably give out another grappling based fight. Okay, but we're gonna go to the heavyweight division. Okay, two heavyweight fighters that I'm a very big fan of. We're gonna do Tom Aspinall versus Jalton Almeida. Okay, I know you're looking at this matchup right now, and yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, the flames are brewing. Okay, this would be a banger. Okay, but both these guys right here are already being considered like very tough matchups for John Jones because they're huge guys. Both these guys are big dudes. Okay, big dudes. Background in boxing, pretty efficient boxers. But then, most importantly, the main thing here is grappling. Both have very high level jujitsu. The highest that we've seen at heavyweight. And yeah, this would just be the most technical heavyweight grappling fight that we could have in the UFC probably right now. At least in terms of fighters that haven't fought yet. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades might have been the one, but you probably know how that ended. And yeah, I think this would be really incredible. Rather than just being 15 minutes of just clinching and heavy breathing, like I'm very curious to see how these guys are going to scramble. I mean, the scrambles, the transitions, the boxing, the striking, how they're going to set up the takedowns, right? And if it doesn't go to the ground, how are these guys going to strike? Both these guys are both so well-rounded, so technical, have a lot of tools. Okay, Tom Aspinall and Jalton Almeida have 36 fights combined. Okay, 36 fights combined. I think only one has gone to a decision between both of their fights. All of them. Only one has gone to a decision. You cannot tell me that this wouldn't be a great fight. I don't know how likely it is because Tom Aspinall has a fight coming up against someone's like slightly ranked higher, like one spot difference from Jonathan Almeida. So I don't know if this fight will be next for Tom if he wins. But man, this would be incredible. I think this would be incredible in all honesty. Like I said, probably the more compelling grappling fights at heavyweight. All right, so moving on, co-main event. All right, now I'm gonna say right away, this is gonna be a championship fight. My dream card will not have two championship fights, but that's actually that's because it's based on the fighter's current status right now. Um, you know how it's gonna go. I gotta have my favorite fight on my dream card. Okay, you probably saw this coming. You were probably waiting for it. All right, ideally, obviously, in a perfect world, Dustin Poirier would be defending or fighting for the title. Right now, he's fighting for the BMF title, but it's not undisputed, and chances are, I don't know if that's ever going to defend. So let's just say, this isn't for a championship, but maybe let's just say it's a 5-rounder for dream's sake. All right, if we're talking fighters that Dustin Poirier hasn't fought yet, and that'd be a very fun matchup and a very winnable matchup, and as close to the top 5 as possible. Probably know where this is going. Dustin Poirier versus Rafael Fiziev would be amazing. Okay, and let's just make this 5 rounds. Okay, like Justin Gaethje, Rafael Fiziev was 3 rounds, and that was a great fight. But man, imagine Poirier versus Fiziev for 5 rounds. Okay, Fiziev's aggressive, high output, high power striking, Muay Thai background with Dustin Poirier's great chin, great cardio, and amazing boxing. This would be an incredible fight. Both a tough challenge for Dustin Poirier. I think that even though Fiziev lost to Gaethje, right, it was still a very close fight. That maybe could have gone Fiziev's way. But also, I think Fiziev would be very tough to deal with his speed and his output and his leg kicks. Okay, but I do think it's also a winnable and entertaining fight for Dustin Poirier, which is why I would probably put it as my co-main event. Maybe if Dustin Poirier was like a BMF champion right now, this is recorded and up before UFC 291. This would be for the main event. But because you know what, maybe co-main event. Let's just make this like a co-main event 5-round. Okay, we've had those before. All right, Dustin Poirier versus Rafael Fiziev. I think this would be amazing, amazing fight. And yeah, gotta have Dustin Poirier, my favorite fighter on a card. And I think this would be the most fun matchup out of all the fights that you can make at top 10 lightweight that Dustin Poirier has not fought yet. All right, last but not least, main event. Um, Championship fight, the first and only championship fight. All right, we're gonna go light heavyweight. Jamal Hill is gonna defend his belt against none other than Yuri Prochazka. Okay, like I said, this fight card's only 5 fights, right? So there's no way I can include every single one of my favorite fighters on this card. You know what I mean? But if we're talking dream cards, other than Dustin Poirier, my favorite UFC fighter, I feel like if we're talking about a dream card, Yuri Prochazka is a must to add. So in my dream card, Jamal Hill will defend the belt against Yuri Prochazka, a returning one. This is a fight that's most likely to happen, and especially most likely to happen the soonest between all these matchups right here. Um, yeah, this would be incredible. I want to see Yuri Prochazka back. I think he's just, you know, the pinnacle of an entertaining fighter. And of course, I would love to see him fight for the belt again. It's very likely he's going to be fighting for the belt again. It's also pretty likely it'll be soon. We don't know. I think last time I checked, with the UFC 290 press conference, Dana White did say he was going to announce something about Yuri Prochazka. Chances are return, and so hopefully this could be kind of the timeline, maybe. So there you have it. This is once again maybe not my ideal version of a perfect card because some fighters aren't filling the database, and you can't just have only 5 fights. But this is probably take this as like one version of a dream card, right? And there you have it. We have Calvin Kattar versus Edson Barbosa, followed by Tatsuro Taira versus Alan Nascimento, Tom Aspinall versus Jalton Almeida. Great grappling fight, 2 great grappling fights right here. A great striking fight to open up the card, followed by a striking banger with one of my favorite my favorite UFC fighter right here, and another potentially fight of the night matchup right here, and then to cap it all off, a championship fight with Yuri Prochazka. He has a lot against him. He's gonna be the underdog going to this fight, and I'm ready to just dig my heels and cheer for him all my heart. And there you have it. That's my dream card. You know what I mean? Maybe if you're interested, go ahead and comment down below, and I can maybe do more of these. But otherwise, yeah, let me know what your dream card down below is. Which fighters would you want to see on a dream card? Who would be fighting who? What matchup? Does the timeline link up? Is your fight going to sell a million? Right, with or without Conor McGregor. All right, just let me know, and yeah, we'll see. So, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.